Hello, in this video I'm going to talk about labels in Gmail. Labels are how Gmail organizes mail. Every message begins with an inbox label when you receive the message. This message here from Rudy, when I click on it, notice that it has an inbox label at the top. This message is already labeled with the inbox label and the 2011/projects. The /projects means it is a nested label. So there's the 2011 top level label and then a projects. I have another grouping of nested labels for my courses. If I want to add additional labels to a message, there are two buttons at the top of the message window. There's a Move To and a Labels. The Labels allows me to add additional labels to a message. It's already in 2011 projects, and I can add it to my courses 2013 fall and Drupal and keep going. When I get done selecting all the labels, I can click Apply, and now this message has 4 labels on it. There's a button on the top left called Archive. What that button actually does is remove the inbox label. However, the tooltip icon is too small to fit all those words. So the archive just means remove the inbox label. So this Chancellor message, I'm going to click Archive and it will remove this inbox label. Obviously, I could just click the X to archive it as well. When I click Archive, it'll just remove that Chancellor message from my inbox. And if I go into, say, the Drupal message, it's still there. It just doesn't have the inbox label anymore. The way I use Archive for the most part is messages I don't want to keep in my inbox anymore. I can click Archive, and that way it just puts it in the big pile of mail, and I can always find it in the future. If I want to add new labels, I can go into a message. Here is the Rudy message. And if I want to add a new label, I can just type in the box. This is confusion. I need to follow up with Rudy and see what he actually means by, but because that label doesn't exist, it's offering to create a new one. And if I want to nest this under one of these other categories, I can, but I'm just going to leave that as the top level. And now I've got a confusion label in addition to the rest of mine. When I mouse over a label, there's a little drop-down arrow, and when I click that, I can change the color of a label. And so now the confusion's green. Notice that the Drupal is red, follow-up is yellow. You can have as many labels as you want. Remember, all of your Gopher Mail folders will turn into Gmail labels. And if you want to clean up your labels or somehow organize them differently, go to your settings and then click on the labels category at the top. At the top are the system labels. Then there are the categories, which is different ways of organizing your inbox. And then all of your custom labels below that. This is where all of your Gopher Mail labels would appear. So if you want to edit the contents, you can just click in a box and you can type your new label. This next column, Show in Label List, show and hide, that controls whether the label is always visible in the left sidebar or if it's in the More drop-down. So for example, if I don't want to see this 2011 all the time, I can click Hide, and it disappears from the left sidebar. It's still here in the drop-down. There's the 2011 and the sub-label projects. So if I don't want to always see that in the left sidebar, only see the important ones, I can. Up at the top in the system labels, the sent mail, mine is hidden, as well as the trash. It's hidden in this drop-down. And if I want to refer to those frequently, I can click Show, and the sent mail will now be in that always visible area. When you get done, you can just go back out to your inbox. There's much more to know about labels. Everyone is different in that way that they use them, but that's the general overview. To learn more about labels, go to the Settings button, choose Help, and type in something like labels. So here's using labels, editing labels, changing colors, etc. And there's more help in the Help Center. So that's the very brief overview of labels in Gmail. And there are more videos, so go ahead and watch the next one. Thank you very much.